sports. Today, an exciting battle in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hello to everyone watching. Joined by Brock Heward up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And in a while, we're going to find out the answer to a question that fans have been asking for nearly half a year at this point. Who is going to represent this conference in the Super Bowl?
All of these coaches and players preach all season long, never look ahead. Can't do it, right? You've got to focus so much on the present. But you know that every man out there is so aware of what's on the line today and where they could be playing in 2 weeks. It's going to be a game-long challenge, no question, to keep the focus on the right here and the right now. Once you've got a win iced away, well, then you can start entertaining those Super Bowl thoughts and those Super Bowl realities.
The Hallis Trophy and a date at the Super Bowl await one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They're brought out by former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
This is one of those fine lines as you take the field as a quarterback. You know that your play is going to be so important to find a way to win. It always is in postseason football, but you can't put too much pressure on yourself. You got to go out there, you got to cut it loose, and most importantly, you got to lead your men.
Irvin is hit, he fumbles that football, and he mitigates the damage by falling on it, but still a loss on that play. Wow, that was fast. Might be time to take a step back, and we just started this game. Maybe take a couple of deep breaths. Very first snap, and he nearly gave it away. That could have mentally taken them out of this game.
Yeah, for the player, a little bit easier to respond. For the coaches on the sidelines, that drives them crazy to see the ball on the ground. We know how precious this ball is in this game. Got to take care of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Baker now from the gun. Down his man. This is McMillan. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Comes up empty on that one. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had. Not against this defense. Not on that one.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield again. He's hauled in by Allen on the right side. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Timeout called after the play by the officials, not by either team. It looks like we've got an injury. Yeah, tight end Cade Otton shaken up. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They'll send him over right. 3rd down, here's Mayfield. Short pass brought in. Down to the 10. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. McLaughlin sets on the extra point. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Smith on the return. A little burst so far. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Well, here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
This is one of those fine lines as you take the field as a quarterback. You know that your play is going to be so important to find a way to win. It always is in postseason football. But you can't put too much pressure on yourself. You got to go out there, you got to cut it loose. And most importantly, you got to lead your men.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Gets it out wide, complete. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response. right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So it'll be second down. And it's taking chances like that help make them a postseason team, Brock. They're going to need to connect on at least a couple of those in this game.
Exactly. These are the types of plays we expect from every team in the postseason, right? Well-timed risk and an aggressive mindset that reflects all the stakes of each and every game.
That's caught by A.J. Brown. He pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And now on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You want to drain some of the excitements of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Hurts on first down. That's Dotson with a catch out right. And he nearly gets him another first down as they force him out just shy of the marker.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
On here with Will Shipley. Escapes a defender. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
63.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. The throw is caught. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
First and goal, Philadelphia. Check. Fresno. Go Silver, ready?
Hurts now from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. So the Buccaneer offense getting out there for their second drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They gotta give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. New set of downs for them from the 46.
At the 46-yard line.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. The lateral goes haywire, live ball. And it ends up out of bounds. A small loss on the play, but they do, importantly, keep possession. So they keep the football, but now they face second and long. Motioning left is their running back. That's him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
A gain of 9 makes it 3rd and 4.
180! We're 1 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. 3rd and short, Mayfield. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out a little short of the 40. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. 1st and 10 from the 41.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Finds him on the crossing route. And some excellent work on this play. Takes him a while to get to him downfield. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
That's another Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
It's 2nd and inches. The 7-yard line.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. He's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. Rothman's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flight. Here's Smith on the return. It's going well so far. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Eagles about set to get going for their 2nd drive. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. Connects on the crosser. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's Dotson on the catch. And they bring him down around the 34.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback goes man for zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, Hurts. Looking right, and he finds him. And I don't think he got to the marker. Looked a little short, and yep, indeed, he's marked short. This is a turnover on downs. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now it's Mayfield. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Even if this QB knew from the very get-go somebody be waiting for him, there's no chance he was going to salvage that play. I'd be surprised if he even got a second to look upfield before he was greeted with the big old open arms for an easy sack.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. And it's the Buccaneers behind the sticks on 3rd and 13. Mayfield now from the gun. He's running for it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Bucs getting set up to punt now on 4th down. On comes Riley Dixon. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Fields this at the 19. He's brought down before the return gets far. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. That one's complete right side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Finds him over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He finds Bryant right side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
That's cut. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
26, Saquon Barkley. A gain of 12. And an Eagle.
On first down, Hurts. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Our coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. All right, now a timeout is called. 9 seconds to go in this half.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Completed over the middle. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
And with that one, you're going to see some salty, foul moves in that locker room. You hate all turnovers. But that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. Here comes the final play of our first half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So to begin the 3rd quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. First down, on with Barkley. And a nice little run there gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
He rotates a couple of yards through that chaos. Vontae David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. 3rd and just 2 to go. Go play action. Here's Hurts. Buying some time right. Pass complete to Goddard. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 41. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. A timeout now as medical staff runs out to deal with an injured player, and that's A.J. Brown, the man in question. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They go to Barkley again. He hits the lane for about 7. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion will.
Here's another carry for Barkley. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Completed left side to Smith. And no yak this time. They got on him quickly, down at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Running right, it's Barkley. He's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right out and go make a point.
Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the 1st down.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. He rolls to his right. This one's go. And they're going to be set up with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles cut it to a field goal game.
Eagles 14.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. That lead already smaller than it was at the break, Brock, and they're going to face a little pressure now on this opening series. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. He gives to Irby to start this drive. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now hit, Mayfield loses the ball. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Pretty clear case of the QB not finding anything open downfield, just trying to improvise, make something out of nothing. Quarterbacks not known for keeping as good a grip on that ball as the runners. And he's got to punch free pretty easily for the turnover.
20 left. This is Barkley. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. He's got Smith. He's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
13 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Barkley trying this up the gut. Still has room inside the 15. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a lead just before the end of the third. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead.
Buccaneers, 17.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield track. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
That's good for a Buccaneers first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. It's Bucs football and their season on the line here as they trail. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Baker now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is Irving on second. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Baker now off the play fake. Launch this one up, looking deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's second down. Throwing again is Baker. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
He wants a heater kill deep. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Once more, it's Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for
Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! The Buccaneers take a fourth-quarter lead. Needs to go up by a field goal here in the fourth. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 3.
Eagles 21.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Jackson now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did.
And he'll go down. The Bucs brought pressure and got him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
Here's Saquon. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. Third down coming up.
Jamel Dean on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
He's back to throw. He's fine Smith. And that will not be enough for a first down. Hurts running the offense at max speed here. Desperation time here on fourth. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
First down, here's Baker. Blitz is there, and he goes down. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That looked like they were trying to bootleg out of some of this chaos, Kate, and unfortunately, well, he gets trapped right in the middle third, and you can't get to that space outside. You really do become a sitting duck in the middle of a broken play.
Might be time to reach into the bag of tricks on second down. 16 to go following the sack. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. All the left side. And this one only manages the yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Connecting on a slant. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. How about that play, Brock? On third and 14, they find a way to convert. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10.
14-yard line.
Irving here from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Running with Irvin again on 2nd. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw it. Got a man. This is Evans. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 9-point advantage. Mike Evans with the touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Coming in from the right, and they blocked it! They blocked it! And they'll stuff out that return before it gets too far, so just a block extra points on the play.
You didn't have to climb very high, Kate, up the mathematics ladder to understand the impact of that one. That block keeps this a 2-score game. So even though you give up a touchdown, you're still in total control. What a disaster to see that kick block right there.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
He goes back to him yet again. Complete! And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
73.
Hurts now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Saquon Barkley, the intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. To throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Hurts yet again. He finds Dotson, left side. All right, so he stops the clock, but seconds still ran off on a gain of, only 3 or 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6.
Hurts throwing again. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
There are times quarterbacks got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
63.
And again, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sign of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. It's Hurts once again. Trying to push it deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15.
7 on the play.
So it's a win for the Buccaneers. Conference champions. A heck of an achievement, Brock. A heck of an achievement in the face of a lot of doubts from everyone outside of their building all season.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once?